Okie dokie, Raven here, and we're back to the third and final part of the Smols session 28, I think it was. Plans have been made. Plans have been remade between recordings. And Yuki is currently outside the Delin Manor. What you doing?
Right now, she pulled out her lyre and she's just singing a song to try and get their attention.
It's a good 5 minutes before the maid just bursts out out the window, crying, "What the bloody hell's the idea?"
A song for the lady!
The maid has a boot in her hand. She's debating whether to lose the boots just by lobbing at you or not. You get the impression that she's lost a few boots because of cats in the past.
How far away is she?
Not in good throwing distance, anyway. That's why she's holding
Is
on.
is she at least within 30 feet?
Oh, yeah.
Charm person!
let's just say it works. Because we're going for fun with this one. Okay, you got it charmed. What now?
I request an audience with the lady of the house.
That's once, my lady. And she disappears
off.
There's a good 5 minutes. You can actually hear shouting from inside.
Mm-hmm.
Are you waiting by the front door?
Yes.
It's at this point, my lady Delin just bursts out the front door. She's got her hair in curlers, dressed in a dressing gown. What is the meaning of this?
Cast sleep on her.
She hits the floor like a sack of potatoes.
So then we just tie her up, take one of those hair rollers, stuffs in her mouth for a gag, and carries her off.
Oh my god. I don't know what I was expecting the plan to be.
It's so simple, it fucking works, except for the back we carrying her through the streets.
Hey, who knows what the nobles are into behind closed doors? Maybe they're into... Maybe they have, like, a kidnapping kink. We don't know!
Yuki, give me...
Oh, and then she uses disguise self on the lady to make it look like a sack of potatoes.
Okay, my request is now null and void. But so what's going to go for? Give us 3 persuasion rolls, and we'll determine how well you manage to pass off getting basically to the ambassadorial state for the kobolds.
Oh my god.
But we don't have to now. How long does disguise self last?
An hour. An hour.
Oh, it takes about half an hour for the entire party to get to basically the ambassadorial state. But you get there. Clearly, Magpie is not asking any questions.
Today, Yuki woke up and she chose violence.
Magpie is just there if shit goes wrong to fire arrows at this point, because first of all, she's getting let's just say she's getting reminders from this situation that she is not telling either of them.
Yuki has survived another day, and she's about to make it everyone's problem.
And so you enter the ambassadorial estate building, etc., etc. I can't remember what I called it. There are a few kobolds around, a few dragonborn. You're most notable thing about there, everyone there's of the silver scaled.
Ooh.
Although the kobold is a bit grubby, the dragonborn are more there for. They seem to be the go-betweens, the guards. But the real power lies with the kobolds. To the point you reach the reception desk and you can see a kobold sat back in a chair, clearly too big for them, reading Kobold Monthly. Well, you think it's Kobold Monthly, it looks like the cover's been replaced. With the way they just keep turning it into odd angles, you have questions or suspicions.
Hey, far be it from me to judge.
And finally just toss up the magazine and just grab it and stuff it into a drawer. You saw nothing?
I did see nothing.
Saw what?
Exactly. I just see a hard-working kobold dignitary doing their job.
Yes. Is he hard at work? How can help? How? Yes, help. Hang on. You this Cyrano fella.
I am Ambassador Cyrano, yes.
He checks a note that's been pinned to his shirt. Ah, yes. You want to go to room 9? Just follow the purple line on the floor.
Is it actually purple?
Yes.
Okay. Because Sai is not colorblind.
I don't think any of the party is at this point for once.
Yeah?
You have been most helpful. Let's follow the purple line then, shall we?
Now, unlike the madness that is the shiny like guild, you follow the purple line for about 5 minutes, and it leads you to an office. It's basically done up an office for a medium-sized creature, but when you enter it, the furniture for most parts has been done for a small-sized creature, except for the desk and chairs. And behind it is sat a silver-scaled kobold in a nice rich suit and a top hat and a monocle. And further, it doesn't take much to notice that the monocle is actually missing the lens.
Well, you do have to have style.
Oh yes.
Yep. Cyrano is a man who can appreciate that. Good day to you, my noble dignitary.
Ah, you must be Cyrano.
Indeed, I am Ambassador Cyrano du Corbeau.
How can I help you? And why is your companion carrying on a sack of potatoes?
Well, yes, about that. See, there have been a great many fey intrusions into the Shattered Isles as of late, which is not uncommon. But I do feel that it would be of some concern to the dragon of this island to know that there had been a fey intrusion on this island, and that one of the mortal components of deals that had been made had not been living up to their end of a bargain, shall we say. It would reflect badly upon the island and badly upon the dragon, would it not?
This sounds like lawyer speak to me.
Oh, it's not lawyer speak. I'm merely humble ambassador trying to get by in this world. The dragon Gaff sends greetings, by the way.
Hold a moment. He picks up a stone. Send him in. And a moment later, a gallows, basically a chicken man, walks in. Wearing a.
Hang on, I think I know what the chicken looks like. I hope there's a GIF for it.
Wearing a waistcoat. Yes!
Damn it!
And
Yes! Yes!
and has a pair of spectacles, so to speak. Well,
Hey.
now, I'm but a humble lawyer. How can I help you?
I believe my compatriot here, who is more versed in fey dealings, would be more helpful here. Lady Magpie?
Thank you. What my friend was saying earlier was, well, the humans, gnomes, all those folk, the Delins were one of the people that settled the island under the dragon. And they made a deal with the Fae in order to settle it properly without, causing too much trouble. And they had a price, a song per generation. Now, for the past few generations, they have not been paying this tribute. So no song has been written for the Fae. And as of recently, they are now starting to take an interest, so to speak, in financial terms, where they have recently taken a precious memory from Lord Delin as payment for missing the tribute and for helping them out all those generations ago. The issue is the Delins no longer believe in the Fae, nor does anyone else, because Fae have not been seen on the island for so long. So it's a little hard to convince someone to pay what they don't believe in. So we need a little help with that.
I have an answer. I am but a humble lawyer, but I have a simple answer. You make them sign a contract.
Should have did. We should have asked to see if there was a contract. That was a rookie mistake on my part. Because we had spoken to the Fae they had dealt with. Well, or at least a group of them.
Do you have access to some of the legal records on this island?
I did until I had that little case of zip. The cowboy just kicked in. We do not speak of your failures like of that bit.
Sai looks at the kobold. Would you happen to have access to those records?
Yes, I believe I have access to those records. This one, we don't speak of those events.
I mean, sometimes misunderstandings happen. I totally understand that. But perhaps you would be so kind as to find any records of contracts with the Delin family.
I will do my best. Then I pull out a message pipe and yell down it. We need the clerks digging through the records. Delin contract with Faye. He pulls it to his ear. Earliest records, right at the back. No, don't give me any of your lip. You are doing right about you getting everyone on this, or else you're going to lose your lunch for the next 2 weeks.
I must say, this is the most efficiently run embassy and governmental building. My compliments, good sir.
And thank you. You are being very helpful.
It is just part of my duty. And what's that noise? And just then, some custard comes splurting out of the message tube.
Well, if you get a photo of this, you just won yourself 5 gold. I'm gonna bankrupt Zarzip if I have to use all the custard in the land.
Do this just because it's funny. Magpie walks up to Sai, takes a little bit of custard on her finger, and how does it taste?
It's custard. Bit on the stale side, but it's still edible.
Ugh, a little stale, but fine.
I thought you were gonna go with something else.
Sai
Somebody
is
had
going to start doing this with every kobold he meets. He is going to plead Zarzip dry. You have Zarzip has made a grave tactical error, sir.
Damn it, I was thinking.
Speaking of which, you look at those three kobolds from yesterday, now waiting outside the office door, each with a custard pie in hand, with some kind of magic crystal ball in their hand.
Well, a deal's a deal. Hup, 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 hup. I'm gonna need a blindfold and a cigarette.
Okay, about half a day later, several tons of custard, and basically about 3 dozen snapshots of Cry being turned into a custard golem. And well, Lady Delin has now woken up. The disguise has worn off. I imagine she's now tied up in the corner somewhere.
Yuki, keep the Lady Delin entertained.
You sure you want Yuki to do that? Because entertain might mean something different right now.
I'm positive I want her to do that. Wisdom of 8.
Right.
I just imagine that Yuki's doing a very threatening dance at the moment.
This is
Just a bit.
rewarding.
And just whispering into her head, "You are so lucky right now because I'm quite thirsty." Evil grin.
I like mine better. Because Yuki doesn't carry those. Wait, did she say Thursday? Anyway,
Yeah,
Magpie.
the lady does give you a raised eyebrow over the remark of thirsty. Yeah, but eventually the kobold returns. There is apparently a written contract. Apparently the Delin's agent ancestor was not going to leave things with a spoken contract, but actually got it written down. You also note something familiar about the signature. You've never seen the handwriting before. Actually, yes, you have. Magpie has.
Have I seen it before?
Yes.
Either the letter I had earlier this session or red.
The signature is especially 3 letters. R-E-D.
Oh, Magpie is looking at this like, well, it seems our buddy Red was involved in this deal. Yeah, Lady Delin, apologies for the rather rough treatment. Yuki, please ungag her for a second.
Oh, fine.
Do we really need her ungagged?
I need her to respond to this. But this is legal proof that you have this contract with the Fae. This is real. This is something you can touch.
Why didn't you just get this instead of kidnapping me?
Because we wanted to emphasize the seriousness of this issue. And also, we wanted to show you that your local government takes this issue very seriously. As you can see,
we were not going to be stopping Yuki from doing this, unfortunately. This was... She's a little wild today.
I want to drink your blood.
No, we do not want to drink her blood. I don't think she has
We
that
can
much
get
to
blood
spare.
on the way home, Yuki.
True, hers is probably old and crusty.
I want
Sorry,
blood.
I'm sure it's not.
I want blood. We have blood at home. Oh, fine.
We'll go to Blood Donald's on the way home.
I was about to take a drink. You guys almost made me spit all over my laptop, and I'd have to buy a new laptop again.
We'll get a blood and meal. Get you a McBloody. It'll be great. Unless the bloody machine's broken.
You get price and a half.
uh,
I was just looking at this noble woman apologetically, like, I'm sorry, my companions are out of their damn minds.
I'll have you know I am a well-respected ambassador. This is normal activity for one of my station.
That is still currently covered in custard.
Yes. Being covered in custard is custard is the grease that smooths the wheels of diplomacy. I should know because I am an ambassador. And I have a lot of experience in this. Cyrano du Corbeau putting the ass in ambassador.
Just yeah, put in or put in.
I was about to say. Even when he's not Okasan, pudding somehow gets involved.
Again, I don't know where you thought this was going to go, Raven. I bet it wasn't this.
He's probably doing better than the hockey session I had planned. Or barely planned.
So we have shown her the contract. Now are you feeling inclined to give them their song?
Fine. When my husband gets back in about a week or so, we'll sort it. We'll honour the deal. If nothing else, that contract was made with an actual person then and there. I can see it, I can touch it. It will be honoured.
Very good. Well
Thank
then.
You. Let's get you untied.
Your government thanks you, your island thanks you, and I thank you. After all, we wouldn't want you causing diplomatic incidents. Harmony is so important in these islands and beyond.
I is just looking at Sai like, what the fuck is this then? Pointing to the hopefully now untied lady.
This is diplomacy. It's diplomacy by other means.
You know, Lady Deline, again, I apologize for all this. Again, we weren't going to be stopping the kidnapping. But we did intend to see if there was proof of Faye or the contract. So, at least now you know. And
that is half the battle.
Thank you. Now, hopefully things will be settled and you won't have to worry about losing more memories. And your husband should be fine otherwise. It's nothing serious at the moment. This is just like stage 1, just a little interest, so to speak. But you and your husband should be okay now. Like, she's trying to like, smooth the situation over in the clumsiest way possible. But she's also a little nervous because that name on the contract. Does Lady Deline notice that? Like, Magpie is looking at that name on the contract, like,
She don't care. It's just a name.
She don't. So, looks like we may have solved the problem.
Another good Another problem solved by the powers of diplomacy.
Meanwhile, she looks at the kobold that helped her and the chicken lawyer that technically helped them. Thank you both for helping us and finding those documents.
It's a part of a duty.
You have
Still,
done
you
your
do
duty
amazing.
well.
And hopefully all the other kobolds enjoyed getting 5 gold apiece, apparently.
The 30 or so kobolds are now gathered around, just getting their pictures taken off the magic ball. They're all thrown into a big old envelope ready to be sent off to that particular island.
An ambassador's work is never done. I am going to have to milk this even more. Just wherever we go. Sai is an ambassador. This is technically canon.
You know, Sai, if you go to Pixaward, there's a ton of mist kobolds there that'd be happy to jump into the shenanigans, and the dragon would too.
Oh, we are gonna have fun with this.
She's helping.
Do you want to continue this, or do you want to basically skip ahead where everyone's getting home and we find out exactly what was stolen from Lord Dillon?
Let's fast forward. Yuki,
Yeah.
is there anything you want to do first?
yeah,
or...
yeah.
Yeah.
Not at the moment. Not that I can think of, anyway.
Okay.
Yuki is just being feral.
Okay, we skip ahead a week later. The 3 Smols have returned to their home island. Lord Dillon has returned to his island. Thinking he's been on one hell of a bender. He gets home, is greeted by the maid. He then sees this woman in his house. Who the buggery are you?
Oh no, I called it.
Husband,
Yeah.
I'm your wife. I have no wife.
Oh, fuck me, I called it.
Yeah, I think we all did.
Ooh. Magpie is just oof. They took a memory, all right. Poor Lady Delin. She wasn't exactly nice,
How did you
but
find
that
out?
sucks. Oh, we didn't find out.
You didn't find out.
Oh.
If at worst, it takes a couple of weeks before the newsletters hit you that Lord Dillon has divorced his wife, under the account that he's totally forgotten about her.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer, wrinkled old ass.
I feel a little bad for her because I think I know what caused the divorce. Oof. They don't play around.
And Suno, he gets a letter. It's a very familiar handwriting. It's Suno, you bastard, I know what you're doing. It's not going to work.
It's the Ford
Gotta
prefect
try.
method of. It's the Ford prefect method of revenge.
You then get a letter from those kobolds. The most annoyed is, because of you, the deal has now been changed to 5 gold per bats. The 30 of them have got 5 gold to their name for that nonsense.
Oh, that's not on Psy, that's on Zarzip.
It sounds to me that they might need a lawyer. I believe I can find them the services of one. I believe he will work pro bono.
So it's only really halfway through the hour, but is there anything we want to do, or do we close things up early?
Well, I have to take Yuki to Blood Donald's.
Magpie is just... is probably going to go back to training, or she's going to, do her usual thing. Coming up with the titles.
We have so many title ideas for this episode, and they're all awful.
One.
Waiting. So it looks like we're going to draw this one to close. We've had our fun, we've had our nonsense. So I mean, Raven, you're barely a DM for this session.
Considering that this was an abrupt change of plan, it went well.
We literally pulled this whole session out of our butts.
that has been Ladymage, J.K. Lantern, and StarprincessHLC.
Yep.
So until next time, hopefully we'll have more members back with us. But until then, be good, be well, and honor the deal with the Fae, because they're worse than lawyers. Later.
Later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.